George, Gordon, Byron, John. Oh my god. No. Okay. Can't do this. It's too much work to be doing in 1 hour. Man, I should have messed around those whole 2 weeks the teacher gave me to do the project. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have the biggest AP assignment of my life right now. My ability to graduate or not will be hanged on this project. I had 2 weeks to work on it, but I didn't even do it because I thought it would be an easy project. But now a rubric was released, and now the project's like super harder than I thought it was. I only have 1 hour to finish this project and turn it in for at least a good grade. And right now, I really don't think I have a good shot at that. I deserve this probably just for, procrastinating. But how am I gonna achieve my dream of becoming a medical doctor if I can't do this? Maybe I could ask help from above. Dear God, please grant me the strength to survive this hellish torment I'm going through. Give me the power to impact my fellow students and teach them, give them an education. Give me the grace to finish this project with elegance. Grant me the spirit of creativity! Oh my god. What's going on? Holy crap! Bro.
Oh, what? I'm sorry. Did somebody call for creativity?
Excuse me? Who are you?
Oh, sweet pea. I'm your fairy godmother.
So you're really like my...
Shh, 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 shh.
Okay, but seriously, like, you're a fairy godmother.
Of course.
Wow.
No.
Oh.
I'm the spirit of creativity.
So, spirit of creativity, how are you gonna help me out?
Well, I heard you need some information from certain people. Unfortunately, I cannot bring them back to life.
Bring back,
But-
well, like, my people are the 6 romantic poets. So, like, you can't bring them back to life, okay? Can we, like, time travel?
I'm sorry, that is out of my power. Even
Okay.
all magic comes with a price.
Oh, dang, okay. Ooh, like that reference, Rumpelstiltskin there. But anyways, so what can you do? You seem kind of, like, worthless right now.
Well, I do have some power that I can lend to you. In my sleeves.
Wait a minute, you don't even have sleeves!
Bruh. Just kidding. In here is the answer to all your questions.
So you're telling me this is an straw on my cup?
See for yourself. Huh, I seem to be missing a few. There you are. By the power vested in me.
Are you really gonna cast a spell?
No. There is one thing. Each of these puppets have all the spirits that you need, okay? But I may not join with you. My magic only allows me to do certain things at a time.
Join with me. Am I going on a journey with them or something?
Each of them, they will tell you a little bit about themselves, and you will understand that will help you on your project.
But will they help me become more creative?
Each of them, you should learn on your own. That is up to you.
You're awesome, creative spirit.
I try.
Alright, well, can I just start off? Just pick whoever?
Whichever one you wish.
Anyways, my mother died when I was 8 and my poetry was shaped for her. My father died as well soon after, leaving me and my siblings to fend for ourselves. I attended Hawkshead and then went to Cambridge to St. John's College. It was a wicked because I got to tour Europe, but I ended up getting contacted by the French Revolution. This gave me an epiphany to realize the troubles of the common man. Evident in my collections, An Evening Walk. In 1795, I met Samuel Coleridge and we worked on the lyrical ballads. I didn't believe in hierarchy, society, and the time. Our time needed common speech. Our time needed common speech, not hierarchy.
Can I tell you a secret? When I was 4, I saw God. And when I was 10, I seen angels in a tree. I see dead people. Well, you see, I was born in London, November 28, 1757, to James and Catherine Blake people. Although my parents tried to discourage me from lying, they did observe that I was different because I saw dead people. Anyways, when I was 14, I apprenticed an engraver because I wanted to go to art school. But it cost too much. One of my assignments was to sketch the tombs of the dead people I see, exposing me to Gothic styles. I will draw from inspiration through my career. After my 7-year term ended, I studied at Royal Academy, but then left. In 1782, I married a literate woman named Catherine Boucher. I taught her how to read and write, and also I taught her in draftsmanship. We print my poetry, and which is now remembered as something is now in modern time. Anyways, my wife. I also taught my brother how to draw, paint, and engrave, because I'm so good. And then one winter in 1787, he died. But I saw his soul. I see his spirit. I see dead people. I tell you, I'm not lying. I swear, I see my brother's spirits rise up to the ceiling, clapping his hands for joy. Well, I believe that his spirit continued to visit me. There he is! Robert, I'll be with you. I'm a spirit too. I'm just stuck in this puppet's body trying to help this wanker with this project. No, Robert, come back to me. Okay, I need to help him. Okay. You see, I was a nonconformist, and I associated with some of the leading radical thinkers of my day, such as Thomas Paine and Mary Wollstonecraft. I think you guys heard of them.
Well, you see, I was born October 31st in 1795 in London. I was the oldest of 4 siblings, and I lost my father when I was 8. To top that off, my mother died when I was only 14, and when I was 15, my grandmother made me study medicine in London Hospital. I became an apprentice to surgeon. I ended up giving up all this time, though, to write poetry. Heck, I even got a license at I can never say the word. I am terrible at these words. Apothecary. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry. I was well acquainted with Percy Bysshe Shelley and William Wordsworth, along with Leigh Hunt. That waker had ideas. Have you read my sonnet I wrote for him, written on the day that Leigh Hunt left prison? In 1818, I took a walk into Northern England in Scotland. My nearest brother Tom contracted tuberculosis. I had to thank him for that because I was able to meet the woman of my dreams, Benny Briand. Fate, however, has a twisted sense of humor because I contracted tuberculosis as well. In February, gosh, I'm going to sound a bit crazy here. I sent death upon myself. I moved to Rome and under doctor's orders and lived with my good friend Joseph Seven. I mailed my beloved me every day, but sadly, I died February 23rd, 1821, when I was 25.
My birthday's October 21st, 1772. I'm a labourer, ladies. Well, I'm available. My father was the head of a grammar school when I was a young lad, where I attended. I'm the youngest of 14 children, and then I went to Jesus College to become a clergyman for father. But like anyone that goes to college, it wasn't fun, and I became drenched in debt. And I was always depending on everybody. In June 1794, I met my good friend Rob Softly, and we concepted the idea of equal government. After my visit to Wales, I came back to find Rob all married to a 50-year-old. So for the sake of our dream for equal government and to become a bandwagoner, I married a pickle dog too. What decision of my life? She didn't know how to treat a man. She couldn't cook, she couldn't clean. She didn't know how to treat a cool man like Robert Coleridge. Oh, it's my bad, it's not Robert's. Did you know that me and Rob made a play called The Ball of Robespierre? You should really check it out in that time, people. Also, I dropped out of college because it was too mainstream. And because I was broke and out of luck. Then I met William Wordsworth in 1785 and we made lyrical ballads, which has one of the best poems I ever wrote, The Rhyme of the Ancient Marionette. Me and Wordsworth traveled, and we went on a crazy journey. We wanted to become the best Pokemon masters. Oh wait, crap, wrong shit. We used to travel around the world. I went to Germany, and then for a big chunk of my life, I went to England, and I moved to Malta with my opium addiction. Opium. Need some help? Oh, okay. My best work was the Biographica Litera. I don't know, you can help me. Just call whatever you want. It was my best criticism work, Biographica Litera or something. And I died in London on July 25th, in the 1800s. Opium!
Well, you see, I was born on August 4th, 1792, in a town in England. I was the oldest of 5 siblings, so I was the son who was going to inherit my grandfather's estate and seat in Parliament. I went to study in Oxford until I got expelled from a pamphlet called The Necessity of Atheism. My father told me that Oxford will let me back in if I declare myself a Christian. I refused to do such a thing. How could I pretend to believe something just so I could go to a prestigious school? I then married a woman by the name of Harriet Westbrook, who lived in England where I could study and write. I eventually wrote Queen, Maud, and philosophical poem, which I got the inspiration from William Godwin. This is also the time where I became interested in his daughter, Mary Godwin. She was a fine woman. The only problem was that I was already married. Harriet then had a child in late 1814. Mary also had a child in the early 1815s. My son with Mary died a couple weeks after his birth. Next year she had another son by the name of William after her father. This one survived, thankfully. We both decided to head to Lake Geneva with one of my good friends, Lord Byron. Lord Byron, I believe you talked to him already. Anyways, we talked about our poetry and whatnot. He then brought up the idea of ghost stories. We all had to make up a ghost story for a contest. The winner was my beautiful Mary, who wrote a famous and well-known novel called Frankenstein. I love her so much, she is so smart. Well, in my later years, I wrote Loud and Cynthia. It referred and had references of incest, and I also tagged religion quite a bit. I later edited it and reissued it as The Revolt of Islam. I spent my final years traveling to different Italian cities.
To begin the story, I should talk about where I was born. My mom gave birth to me with a club foot, and she was a demon who constantly ridiculed me and my father, a twit. However, to escape, I needed books such as the Bible and history. When my great uncle, the wicked Fifth Lord Byron, in 1798, I inherited the title. The greatest thing to happen to me, I attended Harrow in 1801 to 1805, where I met my first lovers, Channing Tatum, Nick Jonas, and Alex from Target. But in the summer of 1803, I met my fine Miss Lover, my dear cousin Mary Charnworth of Amnesty Hall. I often place my unrequited passion in many of my works, such as the Adieu and the Dream. Here, let me read an excerpt. Then I hooked up with my half-sister Augusta in November of 1816. I published my first work of poetry, Fugitive Pieces, but redid it because it was too rated and premature. Just like a lot of the works, it became censored. However, people made fun of my poetry and I was a laughing stock. And then I did Canto, and then I woke up famous. I assisted at parliaments many times. I also introduced Byronic heroes to literature. Then I hooked up with my sister Augusta again, even though she had like 3 kids. Also, I got a confession from Annabella and married her in the summer of 1814. However, we divorced on March 17th because of incest and sodomy. Then I met Claire Clermont, and I hooked up with Shelley's sister-in-law, and then tried hooking up with Lady Shelley herself, but that didn't work out so well. Well, I'm an outspoken member of the Byron family, and I try to use my social influence to assist with reform. I've been around the world, Portugal, Spain, Albania, and Turkey. And then I stayed in Greece, became a war hero, even though I didn't really do much. On April 19th, 1824, at the age of 36, I died writing Don Juan, the greatest poetry, my greatest work ever told. But what makes me a romantic poet? I cultivate individualism, physical and emotional passion. I revolted against order and rationale. Thank you for your time.
You know what? I'm really happy that they were all able to help me out with this project now. I feel like I can really do it. Teacher, I'm finally done with the project. I know it was a little bit after school, but here you go.
What?
What do you mean?
What?
But it was on time.
What?
Bruh.
What?